afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Mario. And exactly what on earth done? Well, what off Earth? What over Earth? Because, well, I might visit the sky a couple of times today. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going a little bit mad here, but I wanted to try this. So basically, well, there are many Nordschleife hot laps in various cars in sim racing. There is like this weird Red Bull unrestricted car which kind of is made without any rules and could exist in future, and there are like mods which go under 4 minutes and even under or like close to 3 minutes. But then there is this weird Formula DS car in Assetto Corsa which does this when it eventually loads. Before you even go on track, it's already doing weird things. And yeah, it has kind of airplane or like something of whatever engine this is, but it's pretty crazy. So yeah, I'm kind of playing with this pure mod here. This is quite nice. I can move the sun very quickly and then have the hot lap attempt in like more interesting conditions. Oh, that's a bit too far. Yeah. Maybe like this. Alright, so now there is one issue, right? Yeah, you see. This is direct drive wheel, and if I drive like this, I will sooner or later run into some bug. And I don't want to be left without wrists or fingers. So I will go into SimuCube True Drive, settings, no, where is it? Profiles, offline, edit. I have to click on something. Okay, click on profile, edit, and I'll put this to like 25%. Ok. Because I need some self-preservation here. And yeah, you can see this car is kind of moving around on its own. I'm not pressing anything. It's absolutely insane. For a reference, where is this? For a reference, we have Mr. Jimmy Broadbent, who did this lap in, where is it, towards the end.
For destroying my...
So he did, you cannot see probably, but it's 2 minutes, 29 seconds, 0.6. And then we have another guy, which I think is the world record, who did it in 2 minutes, 14 seconds, point... Load, please. So 214.730. So I thought, well, maybe I should put this somewhere, like to beat. But I don't know how to do it, to be honest. I know. I will mention it a couple of times, or like target lap time. But anyway, yeah, let's quickly check. Well, about setup, this is again... Why is my camera resetting itself? Dear camera, why are you doing this? Settings. I did this 3 times already within 20 minutes. It just decides it doesn't want to camera anymore. Look at that. Just goes auto. unticked. Why is it going auto again? First time it ever happens since I was streaming. I click OK. I unselect OBS and it goes crazy. This and it's kind of watchable, but it's silly OBS. Anyway, let me drive. So, I'm in the garage, right? First gear. And my dear chat, I hope this is kind of watchable for you. Because I don't know if it's watchable or not. But if you want to watch it, you will have the chance to watch this for like an hour. And then I go to do LMU with some more normal pace cars, you know. I have done a couple of installation laps yesterday, just to see where we stand. But this thing is absolutely insane. Yeah. I did not press Ctrl X, no. I know that in Assetto Corsa there are options to artificially like increase or decrease the pace of which the game is running. Like there are some sub 1 minute laps which have been done on like 0.2 speed. But I thought, well, that's cheating, or like that's not really. I mean, it's like you took a slower car around the track, so what's the point? But the idea here is that it's really interesting to see what happens when no aspect of the lap time is limited by car. The horsepower is, I think, like 15,000. Weight is very small. Braking is insane. Like you can stop, you can go on power, just hit brake, it stops instantly. There is unlimited tire grip, and so on. Hi Alex. So I thought of a couple of things on how I could help myself with this, because the throttle control is a bit difficult, and the brake as well, like it just stops too fast. Hi Yo-Yo. Press insert. What does insert do? Insert doesn't do anything. But I mean, you saw, like, I just loaded the content manager and clicked drive, right? I didn't do anything else. But like this car, I mean, it's got game-breaking performance, right? So like here on the straight you go full power, and you can see I have a bit of FAB, and then brake, and it stops, and so on. I mean, the only cheating here is that I have damage off, but yeah. This makes your head hurt. Well, mine as well. So about force feedback, right? I have it on 25%. I decreased it because I'm afraid for my health. But the thing is that, again, at no point I'm being limited by any characteristics of the car. So like, it's when you're racing normal cars, you have straights where you can just think, or like relax, and then yeah, I'm gonna wait for the car to calm down. Maybe I'll stop. Okay. First gear. Okay. We are driving again. But here it's constantly like the only thing the lap time is limited by is just brain. How fast the brain can respond to things. That's all. You can go infinitely fast, like. So yeah. Previous lap was 3:41. I'm gonna escape here, back to pits. Then I'll try something. Well, first maybe let's check some chat. Manuel smurfed yesterday in GPV. Oh, did Maggio win? Hi, Mr. I don't know, and hi, Joao. Welcome. Yeah, I mean, this car is just a cheat. Like, it doesn't matter. I could have cheats on. I could have a grip cheat here, but again, like, the car doesn't need any cheats. It's just outperforming the human brain in every aspect. Best car AC. I think this is best car in sim racing history. So. Yeah, it was. I think there was 0.2 game physics speed. So in that case, it's kind of 5 times slower, and then you can do sub 1 minute. Maggio won. Very nice. Congrats to him. Maggio over. Ah, okay. Well, must have been a exhilarating race. So one trick that I will try to do, which is, well, call it a cheat or not. About more infos on the 1K event, I will let you know in time. So actually I have already loaded it. I will decrease it. So like this is brake and throttle curves. I hope it's kind of visible on screen. I cannot really make it bigger, but I will reduce these curves a bit. So I was yesterday in the evening, I was clicking around a little bit and trying to adjust these things just to make it a bit more drivable. So kind of to have a slower response on throttle. But if I wanted full stopping and full acceleration power, then I can just go full input and then it will happen. And that will make things a lot easier. There is also this, where is it? Electronics. It's turbo, like it's on 80% by default. I tried 100, but I at no point I can really use the full power, really. So I'm just leaving it where it is. Yeah. Hi Charles. Hi Oscary. Maggio won. Okay. Then I got confused about Manuel. Maggio 7 seconds faster than Manuel in the final lap and overtook him. I didn't quite understand what exactly happened on your final lap, but yeah. Yeah, exactly. When I go back to LMU, my brain will think that I'm standing still. So maybe let's try to do something sub 2 minutes. And the engine sounds are a bit annoying, to be honest, because I think the turbine or something is running constantly. And there is some kind of RPM related sounds on the top of the turbine, so it can be tricky to watch. I will try my best to stay on track, you know. But those two YouTube videos, so the 2 minutes 29 by Broadbent and the 2 minutes 14.7 by the other guy who supposedly did the world record, were all done without damage, I think. And they touched the walls a couple of times. And they went off track a couple of times. So the track limits are basically, well, as long as the car doesn't fall off the cliff of the map, it's within the rules of the challenge. But yeah, I indeed hope that it's kind of watchable what I'm doing here. But my brain will melt. Yeah, this is absolutely yeah, okay. You see, you touch the wall in a bit of a wrong angle and you're falling back into the garage. So it's... I guess track limits are a different problem. 0 to 100 in 0.2 seconds. Okay, nice. Ah, thank you, Oscar. Very much appreciated. Yeah, about that party. Well, at the moment, well, if you don't know what I'm talking about to the others in the chat, on my YouTube, or whatever is called, community page, I've written an invite, and you can read that if you go check it. And there is like 3 options of what we could do on that day. But I think at the moment the historic Monza with the oval is winning. But you don't really need any more info for now. Like, the only info you will need will be the format, which is yet to be determined. And of course how to join the servers and so on. But I will let you know as well when it's needed. There is a couple of strategies I could be doing here. So one strategy is just to always kind of keep safely moving, like let's say in first gear. Because first gear goes to like 500 kph, and that's kind of manageable. Like this, 480. And then I can kind of do all these corners in that speed. But when it straightens out a little bit, I'm losing the performance because I could just put it to second gear and go full throttle, and it would be fine. But then I need to brake, and if I brake, I'm just gonna stop. Like here, I could go second gear, but then I would be in the wall very soon. Maybe I should put the sun a bit higher up, but well... this is more visually appealing. So here I can go second already, and then third, fourth, fifth, sixth. And then brake! Okay, back to first. Oof. I have not seen the little flames on the back yet. So, in a couple of installation laps that I did yesterday, I figured out that in some sections like this I just have to stay in first, so it does not over-accelerate. But then here I could go second, third and then brake and hope I don't get launched into the air. But this is such a nice experience for once, because again, like as I said before, the car is only limited by the driver's brain. No, 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 no. Thank you, thank you. Well, there is all kinds of skins for YouTube, I'm sure. But I'm just like, well, went on Patreon and got that pure add-on, and I played a little bit with the rain and stuff like that, and it's really nice. Like, it looks great. But I didn't. No, and we are going. If that was FFB on normal levels, it wouldn't be too great. But I think the lap times are not that bad, like it was going to be long, like 2 minutes 30. Oof. Aesthetically pleasing without blinding, alright. I could maybe make it just slightly... Where is it? Pure planner. Slightly earlier. Like at 5 PM, let's say. So it's not completely blinding. Nighttime. I can quickly check what happens if I do... I mean, there are presets, right? It's moon. Day. Ah, I can do it like this. Well, I mean, I can see where I'm going, kind of. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Someone actually did a mod for like a big party back there behind. Click it here. Okay. Ah, this is nice. Night plus rain. Well, let me first try to do let me first try to do like a kind of a solid lap in these conditions. Because my brain is, well, I mean, my brain is like my CPU when I'm playing Le Mans Ultimate. Everything is just very limited by it. So I think I really need to rely a lot on these brakes. And not just carry the speed around, because if there is a straight and I just point it towards the end of the straight and just smash the brake where the straight ends, it's a lot faster than just trying to survive with a bit higher apex speed. Like here... restart session, yeah, so... the delta is not really showing anything when I restart, but it's actually counting, so this lap is gonna count. So first gear, brake. I'll try to concentrate a little bit. Also, there are some jumps here, and if you go too fast, let's say here, if I put third gear, I tried yesterday, if you put third gear, you're gonna fly. And brake. So here I went into the air 2 times already. It's been quite a clean lap, right? Almost there. What was it? 2 minutes 16. Okay, that's very close to the world record, right? I was quite surprised. So again, the time to beat is 2 minutes 14 seconds and 730 milliseconds. Ooh. Yeah, about gear ratios, I could try adjusting, but like I tried quickly yesterday when I was testing if everything works, and I didn't really gain anything. Like I could increase first gear, but then some corners become a bit trickier. I like how first gear kind of limits you at like 500 kph, so like you can floor it, but you're safe still. Matthias, well, would be quite a season if we raced such cars. Wall riding, I don't think I was wall riding a lot. McLaren at Dubai, well, I'm trying my best to click that GT3 settings to be like that. Anyway, time to floor it again. That was a bit cheeky with some grass cutting, and I got a bit of karma for those cuts. The FFB is funny, because when I drive here I don't really feel much, but I feel the curbs, and I feel very much when I crash. So like it's kind of I just need to limit the FFB because of the crashes. Went to third gear a bit. I think I'm doing subconsciously silly faces. Because like when... well, I'm gonna restart that. Normally when something weird happens and you race, like you do a surprised face, and here every corner something surprisingly happens, so I must be doing quite some memeable faces there. That was a nice wall ride. First gear. Nah, third gear is just too fast. If it's a straight line, if it was possible to manage the straight line, then it would be so great to just floor it and stop at the end of the straight. But the car is not going straight in straight line, it's wobbling a bit. Nine. Oof. Whoa! Okay. I think the turbo is kind of like still spooling very fast, or whatever is the correct phrase for that, and it just takes ages to slow down. Yeah, Christian, exactly. I wish. Verstappen 2022 season, yes, feels like that. I would be able to hold it, but maybe it would be a good idea to install the round wheel rim, so it cannot like hit me hard into a finger. Okay, I need to calm down a little bit. I'm just pushing too much. The 2:16 was kind of a clean lap. I was not really over pushing it, so... No. Okay, so the mistake that I did now was that I stayed in second gear and I expected I could carry more speed, so it would be safer to go in third and then smash the brake pedal. Do I think if I will do some race with amazing subscriber on AC? I have plans for AC, indeed. The issue is that I never streamed anything on AC. But let's see. Maybe I will put some voting in, I don't know, 2000 sub or more 1000 sub party. Let's see. Or it can just be, doesn't need to be a sub milestone, it can be whatever. Whatever, there is a good excuse to do some crazy mod racing. Yeah, my brain is already quite fried, like it's insane. It's kind of as if you spend the whole lap just doing, I don't know, let's say, which is the most crazy corner. Let's say Suzuka Sector 1, just... the brain just melts. Or like doing Eau Rouge, but with a car that's barely flat. And you just need to be fully concentrated on staying flat. Okay. Relax. And take it easy. Power. 2 minutes 8 seconds. Well guys, that has been the world record attempt, the Nordschleife. Thank you for watching. No, I'm not gonna try it 2 or 3 more times, I think. I think the next... Wait, when is the race? I think 17:14.5 I go to Le Mans Ultimate. So I have a couple of minutes to breathe and to try sub 2 minutes. Like, my goal is to do sub 2 minutes without any those physics slowing down cheats. But that was not a great lap. I did many mistakes where I just overslowed or was in first gear and the straight was long enough to go second, but I just stayed in first. Hi Nico, yeah, sorry for the scare. Well, that's the brilliant mod. It's not really physically, like it's weird because actually the like shoulders become a bit numb. And I think like it's not big FFB, but it's just constant like full like lock in with the hands on the wheel rim, so you're always kind of you're never resting them, because like normally when you're racing, you just like hold the grips with your palms, with fingers, and you're resting the arms. But here, you're just like with whole shoulders and everything, you're just holding on for the dear life. I really don't like how this camera is bugging today. Not a good position. Well, that's better, but let me try one last time if it will stop autofocusing. So when I click, yeah, as soon as I unclick OBS, it resets the values. Anyway, this is all right now. Thank you for the sub, Mr. TY. I see only that after 30 minutes, because thank you Stream Elements for the delay. So Christos, you think I missed an Apex? I'll try to hit it next time. Really want to get a stroke mode, exactly. Telemetry. Okay, these are the sectors. And print directly from AC, interesting. So 8 seconds to gain and it's sub 2 minutes. Okay. Well, one more attempt at least. I should have time for like 3-4 more, I think. Assetto Corsa mat, indeed. So, power. Yeah, no. Sometimes I just keep it crashing because it does funny stuff for half a minute, but it's not best for my poor cable here hanging on. Okay. No. I need to restart my brain every time because I just go in full crazy. I think second half of the lap is a lot easier, like more flowing corners with less stop and go, but first sector is just trickier and so on. Maybe not with this mod. Well, I mean, I don't plan to stream this mod many times, but for the next 25 more minutes, I think I will stream it, and let's see if the lap time at some point starts with 1. No. That was so good till then. I'm too greedy. How did I end up back on track? Anyway, restart. Matt, you had a mental AC race, nice. I watched a bit of Gamer Muscle last time driving some Scottish like town and countryside race with some guys, and that was like such a nice track. I just wanted to be part of that as well. Just public roads and so on. My brain is not ready for another lap. Well, let's try. No. I don't have time to blink. And it's gone. I think these purple sectors are a bit misleading, to be honest. I don't think they are showing... Yeah, because I make it a restart session to put me back onto the, well, grid. And then I don't really have the delta anymore. Ah, Jakub. Yeah. I mean, I guess SimHub could do that. SimHub, like in RF2, I know it saves all the data. But I didn't plan to spend that much time on this. Ow. It was a big cut. Big wall ride. No, I fully sent it. Without any care. Yeah, that's the wrong mindset. That's the wrong mindset. And it would look better if it was a record where actually I stayed within the track limits for a whole lap, right? But I mean, Broadband and the other guy didn't, so I think I try to keep at least to their standards, but try not to go worse than them, as I already go off track. No, wait. This is such a... like, this is more like a psychology study than physics study. Or like this is proper brain study. Like, I'm just looking at the track now and I just cannot bring the same focus as on the last lap. It's just like brings or like pulls the focus out of the brain so much that I have never experienced something like this. The slower you drive, the faster you go. Copy-an? Well, yeah, I mean, it makes sense, yeah. It just keeps pulling the maximum focus, as I said before, like, as if you're driving some GTE car on the edge, not GTE, like, what's the... yeah, let's say GTE car, through Orush and Raidillon, on very green track, so it's barely flat out, and you keep driving that for 2 minutes straight. The brain will just explode at some point. Alright, so let's keep it on track. Oops. No. That was the biggest wall ride of my life. But this is so difficult. So what did I do? 2 minutes 8, right? 0.3 or something. Yeah, shame that these things don't save with sectors. Well, I have it on stream at least, so it's fine. Oof. 20 more minutes before LMU, so let's say 3 more attempts. Yeah. Wrong way of the steering wheel. I would need some psychologist here, because like this is really interesting what the brain is doing. I've never experienced something like that. Like on that lap that I started before, I was really clean through this section, as I did a bit of talk and drive. And then, like here, like maybe after Flugplatz, which is like corner after this. Yeah, whatever. After here, kind of the brain just started saying, no, you don't have any more focus remaining, and it just went in kind of a racing instinct, autopilot mode, and I went straight into a wall. Okay. Let's try again. No! What a war ride. Ow. Yeah, that's not gonna be sub 2 minutes. I'm surprised that the game has not crashed yet. Because this is really pushing the boundaries of its physics model. Alright. Are those walls like modeled much higher than they actually are? Because I can wall ride till like 20 meters in the air. Well, that accident was kind of like my stream thumbnail, so at least this is not a clickbait. How many first sectors versus third sector? Well, that's a good question. I remember learning this track like 15 years ago. I drove for 2 days but never reached sector 3. No, 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 no. Okay, for practice, if I make it out of here, I just keep going to see sector 3. I think the brain is kind of adapting very slowly, but at the same time it's burning out. It feels like there is a limited amount of focus that you can have per lap, so I actually need to like lift and coast, but not with fuel, but with brain. So like in sections where I could go to second gear and floor it, I just need to stay in first and keep it manageable. And that's gonna be then faster. Like this is very clean now, but maybe I lost a bit of time. But yeah, the focus is just so limited. Yeah, it doesn't want to go straight really. I'm not pressing anything. Yeah. Okay, I think I have time for 2 more attempts. Wait, and I'm in the wrong part of the track. Brain is not even able to quickly think that this is not the grid. Not clickbait, yeah, well, I'm glad to hear I'm delivering. Yeah, AC is missing Sonic Boom. Maybe there is a mod for Sonic Boom in AC. F1 Challenge Nordschleife isn't really this... Yeah, well, Oscar, indeed. It's not that far off, though. Are we ready? Nope. Nine. Well, still going. Kind of, yeah. No. Yes. Yes. Ow. This has not been a clean lap. Much worse than the 2.8 that I did before. These corners are so easy, like it's just first gear and just keep it stable at 480 kph. Maybe here I can go to second a bit. Okay, still alive. Yeah, 219. Yeah, that was not a great lap. Old spud before the RF21. Yeah, I do remember, Oscary. It was not great, but it was alright. Yo-yo, I suppose so. And I'm really looking forward to see AI racing with no limits, because no human inside the cockpit. It's been such a nice lap till then. Oh, the woods and the skies. Eight-ish more minutes of this before my beginner LMU daily race begins. I was not focusing. Okay, recollect the brain a bit. It's gonna be hard to beat that 2 minutes 8. I wonder if this is good training for like slower cars, because you just load the brain so much that the brain gets used to thinking faster, and then you drive slower cars and you can just react quicker. Maybe that works like that. Same as that tennis player that I've heard that uses kind of plastic glasses with holes, so it's more difficult to see the ball. But when he or she plays like actual matches, it's easier to spot things because the brain gets more info than normally. Amphetamines, yeah. Wait, I think LMU, I think that's 1745 till 1830, and then 1830 till 1915. So I have time for 2 more attempts. No! What happened? I thought I was going kind of straight. Wait, replay. Ah, I clicked the wrong thing. Now it deleted the replay, right? That was such a nice lap till there. I thought I was going straight, but I must have hit that thing on the right side, like when the road kind of kicks in a little, like curves in a little bit with that curb. Oscar, yeah, like high altitude training, kind of. Wait. Restart session. Yeah. But that lap looked so good. And that lap was a proper flying lap. No, 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 no. No, actually, I need to rest the brain a little bit. Just cannot go instantly for another lap. Just no focus remaining. Hi, Ibram. Welcome to the best mod in sim racing. Well, I think if I manage to do a whole lap, this is gonna be my last attempt. If I crash early, I might have another. I crashed early. I crashed early again. Look at that, like I was like this and suddenly FFB just kicked my arm like into side of my chair. So and that's 25% of FFB. If I had full FFB, that would not be great. So okay, could be the last one now. Nah, 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 nah. It's going worse and worse. So 17:36 o'clock. Yeah, I think I have one more minute to keep restarting. No, 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 no. Okay, half a minute of breathing, and then one last attempt, and then to Le Mans Ultimate. Because brain is gonna get absolutely destroyed. It's already absolutely destroyed. Overcast conditions. Well, I'm now kind of used to this already. I don't think the sun is an issue, to be honest. Everything is just happening so fast that I don't see shadows. I just see like a blur. Yeah, as Oscar you say. One sip of water. The esports drink of my choice. Okay. Hi Dan, yes, exactly. Supposedly it goes 15,000 on a long straight. But no straight is long enough here at Nordschleife. Okay, so last attempt. How far will I manage to go? If I make it past Carousel, it should be straight sailing from there, maybe. Okay. Okay, 17:38. It's still 17:38. I can do the actual last one. You know how esports practice goes. 10 final attempts. No. Okay, still no, not alive. Still alive. Still alive. Here I crashed the most. please. Okay. Well, I think I will not beat my 2 minutes 08, but for the sake of it, it is appropriate if I finish the lap. I didn't finish the lap. Le Mans Ultimate. Yeah, about snowy. Like, I can make it snowy. I can make it rainy through the pure plugin, but I don't know how to make it actually affect the grip. I was trying to do it before, but it just changes the conditions, but not the grip. I need to figure that out. Okay, 4 more minutes. Online. Ferrari fixed. Register. Register. Join practice. Okay, before I drive. What is telemetry. So, okay. Now that I have registered. So this is supposedly the world record. Like, I could not see any faster laps on YouTube. Daniela, what a shock. GTE at Monza. Hype it. Well, it was crazy. It's such a nice experience, like such a different experience. To be fully limited by brain rather than by the technology. So fastest lap from Jimmy Broadbent was 2:29. The fastest lap overall that I found was 2:14.7, and I got together a 2:08. Maybe I try offline a little bit to kind of make it sub 2 minutes for a more clickbaity YouTube video. Daniela, about Portimao event, I'm doing it tomorrow. Today I'm not at home in the evening. Oh, before I forget, add it back to 75. Okay. And also this should go back to linear, and this should go back to linear. Okay. I think I left this. Oh, okay. Now I push throttle, nothing happens. This car is absolutely stationary. Ah, nice pit. Oh, about tiny pedal plugin. I could turn it on as well. This is the one for the LMDH. Do you have a preset? I don't have a preset for anything else. I'll just move it a bit down, or maybe that's fine. I don't need the energy anyway. Actually, yeah, I will not need it. I'm just doing the GTE and the LMP2. Yeah, my brain is not processing how slow this is now. I keep thinking that when I press throttle I'm just gonna explode 20 meters into the air again. That's... I don't have words to explain how it feels to drive 10,000 plus horsepower car and then switch to a normal car. Oh, David is joining. And Lorenzo is joining. It's gonna be quite... Excuse me. It's gonna be quite some competition. Fiat Cup, yes. What's happened with my brain? My throat. Come on, servers. I hope David has not practiced. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. Lorenzo, I didn't pay attention. I'll try to have a look at what's broken for him. Well, Yo-Yo, that's kind of what, like the... what did I want to say? Before I say what I wanted to say, I hope it just took away my ability to speak, but the ability to drive remained. But yeah, the positive, or like the strength of good drivers should be that they can adapt to any car instantly. So I hope I can prove myself that I'm a good enough driver. What was the brake bias in the Ferrari? Was it like 49? Why did I expect ABS? And that's another problem, like I'm used to driving the GT3 car from Interlagos, from Virtual Endurance Championship, which had ABS. I have not driven a GT without ABS for quite a while. Ah, that's a cut. Interesting. But I mean, I have driven GT cars around Monza for such a long time, like overall, across my whole sim racing career, that I just imagine the brain admin unlocks some storage spaces, pulls out some boxes, and brings back the muscle memory instantly, without need to try much. Dubai is next indeed. It's such a weird track, but it's alright. I think it's better to drive than it looks in the first place. I'm not gonna make it till turn 1. Return to garage. It's gonna be like, and normally like 13 liters should be enough. 14. Well, let's try our best. Oh, the auto exposure bug. Brake bias, was it a bit too rearwards, huh? I think 50-50 should be good. Race room, I'm not exactly sure. Like it's... On the RF2 workshop page it says something about what it is. Like I think it's been converted from somewhere to somewhere else. And then... what was that? Just went straight. And then from somewhere else to R Factor 2. Ah, there are 2 mixes now. Yeah. Just keeping it in race mix. Cannot cut that one. understeer. Oh, it's those fixed setups which are very stable, but they have huge understeer on the exits. Dan, you mean like a YouTube problem or? Latency issues. Oi, oi, oi. I will blame YouTube. Yeah, the rear was so positive through turn 2. On the out lap I just went straight, but I think the first gear is too aggressive to floor it. Or maybe I should go back to max TC, which I normally drive. You know what would be nice? Updated Monza in LMU. Understeer. I'm slow. Well, should have 2 more attempts. Well, it's gonna be a cool down lap, I suppose. At least I'm P3. Yeah, it looks like Lorenzo and David are gonna be P1, P2 easy. And I'll try to keep P3 and then do something in the race. They have practiced. They have done 5 laps of practice for sure. They are cheating. WEC aren't going back. Ah, okay. Is there already a game or a sim which has the updated Monza? I mean, surely there are mods, but like official one. Colombo is always grinding. Yeah, I guess. An update to Le Mans. Would be quite brilliant. I think I don't know where to put brake bias. Daniele, I mean Colombo, that's great for him. Let's brake a bit earlier than previous lap. Now it's understeering. I don't get it. Well, 2/10 faster at least. Let's see how much Colombo and David improve their laps. I was slightly slow through there, but this is looking like back to P3 if I don't mess up the last corner. A lock up and an understeer, but it's back to P3 for now. 8 tenths off. I lost probably 10.5 in turn 1. A 10th in last corner, a 10th through Ascari, that's 3. And then I guess extra half a tenth in every single corner by just going too slow into things. Okay. One 107 seconds per lap. That's 13 laps, and of course I didn't check my fuel usage. Times 2.9. 37, yeah, that's gonna be 39. I don't know where to put the bias. I was locking the fronts with 50. David puts mediums on the front axle. How much should I trust David? I mean, the fronts are getting quite destroyed, right? Let's do the same as David. I could be just left anyway. Let's see. Okay, well, third to first in lap 1. I chickened out. And that's a P2. I'm disappointed. Colombo went off track in the second chicane. If he tried to stay on track, I would get both of them on the exit. Good Ascari. Well, there is quite some grip from the mediums, I have to say. And I hope Colombo destroys his mediums quite early. I didn't change my TC, right? That's gonna be a cut. I don't know, I'm having quite some pace here. Feels like. And David is dropping off a bit. I hope David is right about mediums on the front. Oh, that's already one cut point. And that's gonna be half a cut more. Can't afford much more. How's balance and tires? I mean, the balance is alright, it's not bad. It's obviously understeer because it's the safe fixed setup. But feels like Colombo is now faster. It's weird because he needed some time to pick up the speed, but David behind me is really not trying to pass me. Despite myself being quite slow in qualifying. Yeah, left rear is not the best. Oof. But again, I think we are a front left limited. And rear left is fine when it comes to grip levels. I was too early on brakes. Now I will start to hold David back. And there is no way I defend from David. I'll let him go and we try to catch Colombo. And then we see what happens. Colombo off. First sign of the front, of Soft's front going away. He doesn't want me to bump draft. It's the worst case situation, like, you know, you have a faster car behind you, let him go to catch the leader, but then that car does mistake in almost every corner. Just happens sometimes. Anyway, I'll try to use the slipstream as much as I can. Yeah, front right can be soft for sure. Maybe that's why I lose time going into Ascari. Why is that a cut? Why is TC not kicking in? I have the threshold on max at 8, both slip and the main. And it's just not kicking in. Would be lovely to have some kind of adjustable differential or ARB on these fixed setups, because they are just too understeery to drive normally. Mr. Coffelino, yes, I don't think it's just Ferrari, like there are a lot of cars that sometimes have like TC turning off, I think. Although I checked some hypercar at Bahrain and I noticed that in Motec that filtered throttle trace always showed TC being active, but well, it was just not cutting enough for that specific low speed wheel spin instance. So David is now closing in on Lorenzo. Is 10 minutes enough to catch? Let's see. At Daniela it sometimes works fine. Sometimes it's on off indeed. David taking the cut. I guess it's faster to stay in higher gear here. Here as well, I guess. Just staying 5th. And I got some beautiful engine braking. So Colombo had a cut lap. David as well. 48.0 for me. David, come on. I need you to catch P1 and battle with him. He never takes the first sausage into turn 3. Oh well. Looking more and more like a battle for P2. At least I'm still able to do PB. 47. Well, matching Colombo. But we would need to be within a second and a half of Colombo now. Yeah, like now TC was kind of gradual. It was quite nice out of turn 2. Like we could hear it, I could feel it. It was just cutting a little bit. The suspension is so high up in the air that it just eats those anti-cuts so nicely. David. Well, I suppose this is a proper GT3 battle. Well, or GTE or whatever. He has the side draft. Oh no. Okay. Lost the place, but still alive. It's a shame because we had the pace to catch Colombo, but we now decided to battle each other, but well, not enough time anymore to catch Colombo, so it is a battle till the end for P2. And it does feel like David has destroyed his front left a bit more than I. Is he forward gear through there? I tried to listen to his RPM a little bit, it always sounds much lower than what I have. It's almost cutting too much. I keep gaining time there over the sausage. He struggles with front left, for sure. I will need to stick my nose in, I think. Left or right? He wants to be on left. At the same time, Colombo is messing up many laps, and if we didn't battle, we would be already in his rear again. But we keep battling. I have disrupted his entry enough. Now where should I put my car? He wants to be on the left. lock up. I'm sorry, David. Oh no. Do I have to give the place back? I don't know, I was ahead. I completed the overtake of track. I would say street justice, but it's not fair. But maybe we can get another run out of Ascari. Too far. Too far. Anyway, that was a cool race. The pace was alright. I feared that we're gonna just drop far off Lorenzo and David. FFB is quite funny when you go rearwards. Okay, cool battle, but big lockup for me. Wait, I have 7 more minutes to register for the next one. Where was it? So lap 12, right? What? That makes sense, right? Because I'm locking up. I'm locking up front right. So front left is braking more, which means that the car would naturally kind of tilt to the left a little bit. And that's why I bumped David. And then just understeer off track. Like a nooba. I'm gonna blame the Assetto Corsa car, which has infinite grip and infinite brakes, so I was used to that. I was not used to locking up, if I may. Wait, one more clip. A nice slow-mo. That looks nice. Anyway. Wait. Another wait. Lap 1. Felt like I could have a chance to go on the inside because Lorenzo braked early. I just didn't have the courage, and going 3 wide there always results in a crash. And then here, I wanted to give a nudge to David, but then I realized, well, he's already going through on the inside and is further ahead. So Lorenzo is behind in the braking zone. He brakes too late. He turns into David a little bit, although I guess that's fine. Marginally. And then decides to straight line the chicane and keep the position. Again, street justice, no penalty from LMU, but maybe that would be a penalty in some series. Either way, we jump into our airplane towards Le Mans, or Le Mans, or whatever that's pronounced. It's so funny. I get plus 0.3 for P3, but I get minus something for a win sometimes. Where was that button? Back to online. I guess I keep clicking. 3 minutes until Le Mans. Oh, we have a James driving. Oh, we have Uroš. There will be more than one Slovenian. Register. I always wonder if there is some wet railroad preset. Is 3 minutes enough for any meaningful practice? Probably not. Yeah, I forgot to watch the chat. What a professional streamer I am. Done. What track temps? Let me check. Hi Uroš. Hello. Enjoy the race. David is illegal, so it's illegal. Okay. Fixed is super loose at Le Mans, you mean? But let's see the weather. So track tempos 43 for Monza. 43 into 44. And David, I don't know. I felt the car quite well, to be honest. I copy pasted your tires. Well, I guess you just had front left medium, and it felt really good. A bit understeer still, but I could understand the grip in high speed. And yeah, about illegal pass, yeah. Now I understand what the topic is about. Yeah, it's about track limit system, right? I mean, maybe it counted that he was ahead, and then you attempted to start the overtake, but you never completed the overtake. So then if you do that in real life, the car that is defending is allowed to cut track and gain advantage. Because, well, gaining advantage is keeping position, so that's not really an advantage. I mean, to me, all those rules are complete bullshit, but there is so much. I mean, they want crashes, right? So they made rules like that. Yeah. This car scares you. I remember doing a really good LMP2 setup for Monza, and then I loaded it for Le Mans, and it was instant death everywhere. So yeah, I imagine that if there was a low downforce setup made for Spa, Monza, and Le Mans, and that it was not really done at Le Mans, then it can be super loose around here. Before servers run or start running, I will quickly do my normal 3. What do we use? 370 or 380? I guess I take 380. And the servers are turning on. Oh, Nicolini. That's taking long. 334 for a reference. Oh, we have some Mercedes esports doing this. I mean, we had them doing this in previous races, or maybe yesterday. finally join event. Casabon is in this race, interesting. Ah, it's because of the temperature, so that makes sense. The last time I raced Casabon, when was that? Must have been 10 months ago at Maastricht, at Sim Formula. AMG and RAG are getting back on LMU. That's interesting. What do they know about it? Do they know that EA has bought the game or what? Or iRacing has bought the game and there is esports coming for sure or what? I mean, I guess they're just trying to have some fun. Was it usually 8 liters per lap? So, yeah, I think it was... Nah, 7.5. Dear FFB. So 15, 25, 26 should be enough. And then let's see about brake bias and max pedal force. Well, Uroš, I don't know, like, I have no idea. I saw various clickbaity headlines on YouTube. Like, thing is that, well, Motorsports Games is not doing financially well, or has not been doing financially well for years. So now they're supposedly trying to sell themselves. Where is my force feedback? It died when I clicked the other screen. But then I saw like clickbaity YouTube titles and thumbnails which were saying that like iRacing can be buying, or that EA could be buying MSG or LMU rights or whatever. Oh, I see what you mean about sketchy rear. This has not reset yet, still shows medium on the front. Actually, there are no mediums here, so let me quickly go... where is it? Config, units and symbols. Remove the S and the H and save. Yes. So then, like, the issue was that in case nobody wanted to buy it, then it would die. Maybe. But if big corporations wanted to buy it, it means that they probably wanted to make it kind of work in the long run, which means that there could be many more players coming in. It's a no copy. Not yet. I kind of wanted to test Porsche Curves entry, but I suppose I will have the luxury of doing that in the single shot quali. The rear is kind of trying to rotate around. This is quite an eSport setup, you know. Beep beep beep. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the Indy. So it's... Wait, how long is quali? Yeah, it's a single shot. So let's put the correct fuel. 16. Would make it with 14 or 15 probably. I need to find the limit in the outlap already, but if I crash on the outlap... I mean... Maybe better to crash on the outlap than on the actual flying lap. You died lap 3. Copy. I remember setting up this car for Le Mans Virtual. It was very stable everywhere at some point, except in the Indy King, and there it was always like on the very edge. And then, well, you cannot save that setup as a race setup and then give it to the real life drivers, because it's not gonna end well. But we found some fixes, so it was alright in the end. And I think that was actually the case on the old tire model in 2020 and on the new tire model in 22 and 23. .37 track temp. Ah yeah, there are tire warmers at Le Mans available. It handles alright in the chicanes. So how much can I send it into the Indy King? Usually the braking point is right before the curb on the right apex. If you go for a full crazy quali attempt. Ooh, okay, yeah, alright. Not sure if you could see that, but before I even fully sent it, the rear was already kind of going sideways. Alright. Dock? Yeah, I suppose so. Just let the car do its job and you just keep neutral steering, right? Okay, yeah. TC7... Ah, is this button is trolling me. It's activating on its own sometimes. Okay, I kind of have enough data to survive my quali lap. Okay, well, single attempt quali, great fun. No cut, no spin, no crash. That was understeering. I mean, it's I don't know. I know that this is the updated LMP2, and I know that some people complained about it being less drivable. But I experienced understeer as well. No. No cut? Okay. I didn't even turn in yet. Okay. You know, Usually half of the grid doesn't make it here in single shot LMP2 Le Mans attempts. That was so surprising, how easily the rear snapped. Yeah, well, Doc, after 2 to 3 races, I can imagine. Well, I had 1 lap of practice, so I deserve a spin here or there. But even on stable setups, I remember like third of the grid being without a lap time here, normally, when this was the beginner combination or intermediate. No. Is engine dead? Engine is dead. And the tire is gone. Well, it's not gone, it's still there, right? But maybe it's not optimally attached to the suspension. Well, back to first challenge. This is difficult. Like, I mean, I lost the rear wing after it snapped, but it already felt like there was no rear wing before that. RF2 Indy style, yes, indeed. Just wrong tires to do it like this. Yeah, Hachemi. I mean, I would say this is only quali. Race is still to come. But then I know that even if I win the race and start quali from P3 or P4, it's still gonna be negative DR sometimes because of how they program it. Bent Viscal was driving this car. Sorry, Bento. My old teammate from Le Mans Virtual Series. Great memories. Return to garage. Well, what can I do? Do I need to... I don't have a lap even with... I don't know what's the fuel consumption. Okay, 47. Just quickly check. 180, 220. 7 laps. It's gonna be 6 laps, huh? Wait. It's gonna be more. I don't know. Should I trust the guys? Should I trust James? It's only 6.4 per lap, that's surprising. I remember it being 7.7 full push when we were doing LMVS. Okay, so P15. Ah, Uroš, you binned it as well. Ay. Wait, Casabon is behind me as well. We all binned it. And James is in P1. Good luck, James. Okay, well, let's survive. I wonder where would I be able to finish if I just made a lap time, if the engine didn't die. Let's warm up the brakes. Stop flashing at me, I'm catching up. I cannot catch faster, I'm gonna crash the people ahead. copy doc. And thank you, Dan. Yeah, let's see how much people... I mean, this is already a mess here. What is this guy doing? Maybe saying hello to his teammate? Thank you, Jan. I will have quite warm breaks, but many others will not. I have to cut first chicane, I know. I mean, usually there is like 3 cars spinning already like off track. After having cut the chicane, there is car spinning on track. Car spinning off track on the left. I'll try to find my inner Moses. Speed limiter. Let's race. Four wide. I'm not gonna go 5 wide. Oof. Oof. I found my inner Moses. P7. Let's go. We were like 4 or 5 wide at some point on the start-finish straight. James, I'm coming for that P1. Yeah, luckily, like the car behind me on the into turn 4, the correct thing happened today, but luckily into turn 1, the car that was in the middle of the road got scared and chickened out. Come on, slipstream. Mind punt. Sorry. I was on the limit there on the inside, but still being safe. But it felt like, well, it cannot go well for both of us. And he braked slightly too late. Nice rotation. Let's not lose it here. But that was a lost opportunity. I would be able to have a run on Adrian ahead. Track limits, okay. For what? No track limits for this, interesting. Must have been just marginally on the white line. I should have been wearing gloves. This is tricky. Sweaty situation and a sweaty race. Well, track limits are inconsistent and slightly broken everywhere, at least a little bit, I think. Still a lot better than in other sims. So, do we have pace to catch James and Nicolini? Oh! What? What? Well, we do have pace to catch them, yes. What happened there? I see Adrian is flashing me from behind. I mean, P15 to P1 in 1 lap and a half challenge completed. What do we do now? Do I gain DR from this event? How am I in the lead now? What has just happened? You know, this is the Nico lost the rear. That makes sense. Yeah, he was right behind James. You know what? This is the esports practice from Assetto Corsa. 10,000 horsepower. Then it's easy to go from did not qualify, or like from no quali lap time to P1 in a lap and a bit. Wait, where is Adrian? Adrian lost it as well? Le Mans chooses its winners. Well, I'm glad that today it's me being chosen. Although I did expect that carnage or like the overtaking madness to last for a bit longer than 1 lap and a half. But alright. But what are they doing behind? What is Nicolini doing? Mr. Barclay, now he's dropping down. And Casabon lost some positions as well. Oh, Adrian DNF. What a race! I feel like I'm the next one to win it. I mean, I could just cruise home safely, or I could try to make in the best lap time for the leaderboard. And to be honest about track limits, like in let's say in iRacing and in ACC they are quite consistent, but in some places they are just completely like nonsense. You lose time, you get a cut, like whatever. In LMU, how could I put it? Like it is consistent if you keep it within very strict track limits, then you will know for sure you will not get a cut. But if you go slightly beyond, then it's impossible to say what's gonna happen. Sometimes half a point cut, sometimes quarter, sometimes green cut, sometimes green cut that turns yellow cut at the last 10th, so you cannot even react to it. Sometimes yellow cut that turns green. But let's say half of times it's alright. Or maybe the more you go off track, for each 10 centimeters more that you go off track, the less consistent it is. And then as well the illegal overtakes somewhere when some car just bumps you off beyond the white line. That's an issue as well. What a rotation! Is this flat out? It is, but it's not comfortable. I am afraid to... Yeah, that's gonna be a yellow cut quarter, okay. I'm afraid of going close to that left apex at the exit of the S's, because there is some kind of camber to it, and if a car is stiff like this LMP2, and sometimes it just decides it doesn't want to stick anymore. And I still don't have a lap time. Every lap has been a cut lap. Or what? I think lap 1 was alright. David, do you remember what was the best lap time in the leaderboard? Was it 34.2? Okay, copy. Slightly tail happy on the entry, so I need to gain like 11 seconds. I try to keep pushing, like within limits of normal. But I think this car, this is the first time ever that on the fixed set I had to move brake bias to the front instead of the rear. Thank you, Alex. It's very understeer in low speed. I guess the front spring rate is very stiff, or maybe the anti-roll bar is stiff and then the aero is very loose. So 34-2, 35-1. What were those guys cooking? I don't feel comfortable pushing more to gain 1 second. Fastest on the last lap, makes sense. Alex, yes, fixed setup. Victor, well, you can certainly do that. He will not mind hearing it. James keeps crashing. Oh no, poor James. I'm quite overly safe there into the braking zone. I could gain 10th or 2 by braking later. Ay, 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 ay. I don't want to die yet. James, tough luck. You and Nico had a monumental one. Ooh, there you go. You know what? I tried to be the hero, and it turns out that Le Mans has not chosen me. Yeah, the engine is dead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Happens sometimes. Well, about that silence, you know, sometimes it happens that we do like endurance races with lift and coasting, and then you just listen to a car, like to your teammate drive, and then suddenly the engine shuts off, or like the revs drop, and then you panic and look at what he's doing, but he's not doing anything. He's just lift and coasting, but well. Yeah. But well, guys, you know, I kept pushing. Like I could just cruise home, but I thought it would be more fun to keep pushing. So my sim racing excuse of the day will be that I had to drive fast for the content. And this crash was quite a content, wasn't it? It was so late into the corner. Like every time I approach the corner. Wait, should I go different scene like this one? Wait. One moment. LMU. There you go. I'm gonna watch the replays, don't worry. Like here, what I did was brake gently and then already go into 5th gear and back on throttle a little bit. So to hold it on throttle to keep it stable. And then there is this bump. Because of that bump, it kind of starts becoming slightly understeery, and I tried to react to that. And then I lifted a little bit. The throttle went down a little bit, and then the car started to slide. And then I just corrected it just a little bit, and it was too much. But that's incredibly realistic, right? Wait, can I? I cannot. Just watch the steering wheel. Like it happens, this happens in real life, you know? A little bit of a correction, and suddenly the car is just over all the limits, and then this camber of the road kind of straightens or like bends over, and the car goes. It was a big crash. I mean, if the engine stayed on from this, it would not mean anything good for the sim. I crashed out of the lead. No. I have content at least. I have reels. I have shorts. That's what I'm here for. For the good and for the bad content. Okay. Yeah. Le Mans has not chosen me today, so nothing I could have done. If somebody told me at this point that I'm gonna be leading the race after one lap and a half, how much could I believe the guy? Thank you, James. I don't know how I survived all of them. They felt same sketches at the moment that I had here into the Porsche curves. So 4 wide, I see a gap, I realize it's not gonna end well. And luckily the guy, Valentinis, lifts out of it. And luckily nobody spins behind. I mean, okay, the guy went a bit through the gravel. But this was already, what, P8-ish? And then I thought of staying a bit closer to the guy ahead of me, but because of my experience from the special event from Sunday, I thought, well, maybe he's gonna brake early and I'm gonna crash him, so let's brake early. But then, well, it turned out it was a great decision. Because they all went off. And then I was P7. Okay, this was just out-braking people in the braking zones. Ah, this one, the mind punt. We were not pushing it that hard into the corner, you know? I think it would be nice to have unfiltered throttle here, so I would be able to see. It was not too late for him. Like, he would be able to stop the car, maybe to understeer wide on the exit a little bit, but I think it was just a little bit of panic. Well, he caught it at least. And then... Wait, I had a nice moment here. A nice wiggle. Okay, then we go... Well, it was just an overtake, but then we go to the big one. Wait, what? They were not even close. No, oh, poor James. ay, 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 ay. I mean, Nico was braking late, but not that late. It's just the brake bias being too much to the rear. And you cannot do absolutely anything. Like, you can just look at the rear view. Like, at this point, maybe you think, well, let's stay maybe more to the left because he's gonna go straight, but then he kind of bounces. Nothing James could do about this. Ah, poor man. And then, what happened with Adrian? Yeah. The bounce again. This barrier has some physics, you know. So Nico is still P1 here, but probably damaged. And we have James. Wait, what corner are we in? Who would have thought? The guy who designed this fixed setup should be taken into a dark room and, you know, that quote from the touring cars. So who won in the end? Fabergs. Is that... yeah, that's finished positions. Casabon ended up in P4, he started P16. What a race! Yeah, Dennis, I know you're watching. Answer. Ah, you rejoined. Wait. I love to watch a rejoin. No, ah. Wait, what? Nico crash. He had another crash. What lap? Ah, you're... okay. Yeah. That's the easiest thing to do, like the... oh, interesting livery. The faces on the car. I did that some, like, almost did that so many times, like when you're off here in this gravel, which, well, naturally happens if you race at Le Mans often. It's so easy to just, like, go gently onto the racing line. Because, well, you just funnel, like, from this wide area to the small area and you are directly on the racing track, so... What a weird crash! Ah, the rear got bounced as well. Ah, poor man. And he almost did the same, like... he waited. Okay, he saw. What a race! Okay, how much did we lose of the rating? Was it 20? Was it 30? I gained the position, you know. Start at 15. Only -6. I guess these beginner races are very limited when it comes to DR and so on. It would be more than -24 if this was a special event. Alright. -6% SR. That's quite an achievement. So it's difficult to lose a lot of rating, I think. I had one clean lap. Well, at least something. Just red arrows everywhere, but one green. That's gonna keep my evening stay a little bit greener than it would be without it. And plus 1 position gain. It was a good race. You guys did the weekly. You'll save to make a... I didn't do the Imola actually. Wait, was it yesterday? Because it's Portimao for weekly this week, right? Wait. Intermediate! Is it ×3? It was a okay. Nice. Well, I love a nice ×3 fuel challenge, and in fact tomorrow we are doing a very nice ×3 fuel challenge. I'm gonna stream that in the evening at, what is it, 18 UTC, which is 8 PM Central European time. I'm gonna drive the BMW. Why are those cars racing by at the bottom? 20 minutes ×3 is for sure nice. I mean, I did the Lambo one with Kota last time, 25 ×3. I did a fuel save, went from 12th to 3rd, and everybody else boxed. Look at the cars racing at the bottom. Either way, I guess see you guys tomorrow. Sorry for a little bit of crashing today. It went from oh no to oh yes to oh no very fast. It was a fun event anyway. It's just a nice daily beginner races, and I made somebody's evening by crashing, for sure. At least to the guy who won the race in the end. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for the likes, for the comments, for enjoying this racing with me. I think about AC and the Nordschleife 10,000 horsepower. Maybe I will do. I don't know if I should stream it. Maybe I will check if it's watchable, and if it's really watchable and fun, maybe I stream again. But to be honest, I would prefer to stream something else if I do AC again. And maybe I'll try offline a bit of sub 2 minutes Nordschleife for it to be uploaded. Because, well, 2 minutes 8 seconds Nordschleife will click a lot less than sub 2 minute lap. Drift, AC drift. I want to do some drag racing, to be honest. That's why I also put that 1k subs party option to be also drag race challenge. But I think at the moment people are voting more towards a different kind of drag racing, which is old Monza, which gonna be fine as well. Or fun and fine. Yeah, Monza. Actually, some other the other two options got quite some votes as well. So I might do some drag racing anyway at some point. Well, Jan, you are very welcome to attempt it with me. I thought of the drag race at the Top Gear test track, because it has an airstrip in between, and some clicks with some modding knowledge can be done to make it like raceable and enable the timing. And then we could take the Shelby Cobra cars, which, well, would mean big slipstream and also big issue putting the power down. And if you mean for Monza, I thought of just enabling all the F1 60s cars, so then people can choose whatever they want. Could be like F1 multiclass even. Because the F1 car there it's really tricky to drive. So maybe some people would appreciate the F2 car. Let's see, I'm yet to decide. Anyway, time to go. Thank you again. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye bye.